Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I got a special surprise for you, and that is going to be a prototype version of the Berserk board game. That's right, I got contacted by the company Monolith Games about showing you guys what the game looks like. Now, I'm going to show you the various boards, the various action figures, the dice, everything that's included. It looks absolutely amazing. Now, like I said, this is only a prototype version. This is only like half of the game, and this thing is like absolutely massive. When you see all the characters in here, it's just mind-boggling, but let's break it open and take a look. Now, first off, this is the box itself. Absolutely massive, guys. Jesus Christ. Now, to start off, we got various enemy cards. Now, as you'll see, they got the various apostles on there. So we see Grunbeld. We see like his attack strength right here. You know, 2 red dice, 2 yellow dice. His movement, I believe. Yep, movement, defense. How much health he has, and then like even his attack as well. So if Grunbeld is within range 2 of exactly 1 hero or ally, he adds 1 red dice to his attack dice pool. He has 11 defense instead of 7. So yeah, it's really cool stuff. Like everyone's got their own little abilities here. We got Zod the Apostle. Some of the stuff is event cards, and I don't want to read through those because the way the game is set up is that there's like 12 different stories that you can play, which is kind of cool because Berserk is a manga story and the game kind of plays out like a story. So based on your actions, it either follows like a path A or a path B. And like one path is like the path in which you win and one path is the path in which you lose. So by revealing the event cards, I'm kind of revealing like what's going to happen in the story, and that would kind of defeat the purpose of the game itself. So I won't do that. Yeah, we even got like Flora's golems here. Skull Knights, I mean, look at that guy right there. Grunbeld again, it looks like just the regular version. And Zod again. Now, like I said, this is only a prototype version, so this is only part of the game right here. This is one piece, 2. Now, the way that the terrain works here is like, you see these like little red spaces? Like, let's say an enemy is like right there and you're here, and let's say you got a range of 4. So technically, yes, you could hit them, but you can't like attack through the red space. Like, it's considered like not allowed. So you would have to move around the red space to get to the enemy first. And then white spaces, you can attack through, but I just don't believe you can travel through them. Like, you can't move through a white space, but you can attack through it. So if you have like Serpico or Shirka, you can attack, which is kind of cool. We then have these gigantic cards here. Now, these are like the main playing cards. Now, as you'll see, it's in French, by the way, which is kind of funny. It's a French company making the board game, so but there's also an English version as well. Now, there's health up here, so you know you're calculating your health, and then there's fatigue, which is really cool because like for each turn that you play, you have these action cards specific to your character. I'll show those a little bit later. Now, if you want to play one action card, you're going to have an attack, but it's going to be kind of weak. You can also add to that and do 2 or 3 action cards. But if you do that, it adds to your fatigue level. And if you add to your fatigue level enough, you get like negative consequences. So like you're going to lose health every turn or something to that effect. And then if you see here, if you do too much, you eventually get KO'd. So you got to be very sparing with that. It's like, well, you want a powerful attack, you want to take down the enemy, but at the same time, you don't want to hamper yourself for like the coming enemies that are in the future. So you got to be very diligent about that and kind of think carefully. I'll just show all the boards. We got Isidro, Serpico, and Shirka. So really cool stuff there. And it also has like capacity down here as well. I translated some of this, but like each hero and each enemy has like their own special abilities that they can do. So yeah, really cool stuff. And then we got our various action cards here. So for each adventure, they'll sort of tell you like, okay, you can only use action cards like 1 through 6. For the prototype adventure, they allow you to add 7, 8, and 9. And then for each adventure, you can upgrade your action cards. So for example, this is 3A, but you can upgrade it to 3B or 3C. So like, let's just do one, for example, here. We got Sweeping Slash. If your attack dice pool has an even number of dice, this attack targets all adjacent enemies. It's got 2 red attack. You can move 2, but it's got no defense. So let's go to maybe like one of the more powerful ones, like a 7. Falcon Guard. If you're adjacent to exactly 2 enemies, add, I can't see what color that is. Is that a black dice? To your attack dice pool and distribute the damage points between those 2 enemies as you wish. That's really cool. I mean, you know, if one enemy's only got 1 health and the other's got like, say, 8 health, and you get like 7 damage, you do 1 to one enemy, 6 to the other. So yeah, really cool stuff. I mean, these action cards are just absolutely magnificent. Like, I love the artwork. You got Sword Mastery, Berserker's Rage. I mean, it's all stuff taken from the manga, obviously, but yeah, it's just really nice stuff. Deadly Charge, Sword Mastery again, Garde du Falcon. That looks French. I'm probably saying that absolutely incorrectly, but tried my best. Deadly Charge, Cannon Shot, Berserker's Rage, Seconds of Rest. Let's look at some of the other ones too. We got Isidro here as well. Tumbling Strike, Reloading, Best Rival, Reloading, Guts' Style, Best Rival, Display of Skill, Stone Throw, Bound to Lady Farnese, Precise Slash, Terrain Mastery, Sylphic Slash. I didn't actually know that had like a name, Sylphic Slash. Like, I know he's got the Sylph Sword, but I guess, well, it makes a lot of sense. Like, it's a slashing motion. Protective Cloak, Sylph's Chosen, Duel to the Death, Deadly Thrust. And then we got some Shirka cards here as well. Wheel of Fire, Blast, Mind Alteration, Healing, Astral Travel. What does that do? Add 3 cubes to your astral pool. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Bolt, Thought Transference, Circle of Destruction. And then we got one last one here. We got Farnese. Inspiring Presence, Unwavering Support, Extensive Knowledge, Threat Assessment, and Knockback. So pretty cool stuff, but the best stuff is still to come here. We got some little figurines, and these are just like, the detail on these are absolutely amazing, guys. When I saw them for the first time, I was like, wow, they went all out. So yeah, let's take a look at them. All right, so first up, we got one of the little mansion golems. And one of just like the evil apostles here, you know, nothing special, just yeah, just an evil apostle. But yeah, I mean, just look at the detail on these guys. I mean, really remarkable stuff. And you get multiple versions of these ones. It looks like 5 of each, so really cool stuff. These are more of the like the tertiary enemies, the enemies that go down pretty easy. There's probably many of them on the board. So yeah, enemies that are just kind of cannon fodder. And then we got Isidro and Serpico, or Isidro and Shirka. Serpico. Shirka, you know, she's got the water around her and she's casting a spell. Really cool stuff, guys. And then Isidro, he's got his little short sword here. He's doing a cool little move. He's got his dagger right there. salamander dagger. We got Guts in the Berserker armor. Oh my god, look at that one, guys. That is beautiful. Look at the cloak. Look at the pile of corpses he's on. Look at the sword. Look at just the armor itself. Jesus. And then we got Big Daddy Zod. Oh man, look at that one. God damn, that looks amazing. So brutal, so vicious, so awesome. God, it just looks so good. Got Farnese and Serpico. Serpico's got his little sylph cloak on and his sylph sword. It looks really nice. Farnese has got her little silver dagger. Looking a little scared, but still a very cool mold here. And then two of the best ones, at least for the good guys. We got Guts and his Dragon Slayer holding it up in the air, looking like an absolute Chad and a badass. And then we got the frickin' Skull Daddy, Skull Knight himself. Oh man, look at that. Look at the detail on the horse, the shield, Skull Knight. I mean, Jesus, it looks so good. God damn, man. God damn. All right, so now we're past the cannon fodder and we're on to some of the stronger enemies. So here's an absolutely badass looking apostle right here. I believe he was like on the promotional material for one of the magazines. He might even be the apostle. Yeah, the way the teeth are located here. The one at the Mansion of the Spirit Tree when Guts first got the Berserker armor and he was opening up his mouth and Guts just slashed right through him. I think that is him, actually. Really good stuff right there. We got ourselves a Baelit. Really cool. God, it's like perfect size and weight, too. It feels so awesome. I love this. And I believe it actually works on one of the boards. You got this board right here. I still don't know what this one is for yet, but I believe you just move it along the board. I don't know if it's like the turn counter or what exactly it is, like the event counter, but just really cool stuff, guys. And then we got the Big Daddy himself, Grumbeld. Oh my god, look at the shield with the cannon. He's got the little spikes coming out. He's got the Warhammer. Just the armor itself, the cloak. Oh my god, guys, this looks so freaking good. And then if that's not good enough, he transforms into his apostle form. And Jesus, look at that. Holy cow, guys. I mean, just gorgeous stuff. And look at compared to the size of my hand. I mean, this is a very beefy boy. He is not small by any means. And then the last one. There he is. Zod in his apostle form. I mean, whew, that looks good, man. That's a freaking thumbnail photo right there. I mean, Jesus, look at that. That is just incredible. I mean, just look at the wings. I'm actually displaying this on my shelf right now because it looks so freaking good. I'm like, it feels like a crime to leave it in the box. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I just have to display it. Now, like I said, this is only a prototype version. There's actually another box when you get the full version, and it's got Slan and the Snake Baron and even more enemies and good guys, and I'm just like, geez, man, even though they gave this to me complimentary, I still want to buy the full version just so I have all the characters. I mean, it just looks absolutely amazing. But, God, just look at that, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's so good. Now, like I said, I was thinking about going through a mock version of the game, kind of so you guys could see how it plays out. But it's very convoluted, and as you can see, the board is huge. It'd be so hard to capture everything that's going on in the board, and then the various character boards as well, and then I gotta roll the dice and everything. But I'm going to show you guys some images of like what they sent me of like kind of like what it looks like and everything like that, kind of how you set things up. Like I said, it's scenario based. So you play like one of 12 scenarios, you set up the board the way they tell you, and then you can move the characters based on how you want to move them, based on your action cards. You know, like if you got 2 movement, you move 2. If you want to play 3 action cards and kill an enemy right away, you can do that, but then you build up your fatigue. So yeah, it's just, it kind of plays out like that. The heroes act first, and then the enemies act second. Now you may be asking yourself, like, well, do I need someone to play the enemies so I could play the heroes? And that's a no. The enemies have specific actions, so like they kind of play themselves in a way, which is kind of cool. So like you could absolutely play as a 1-person party. If you got 2, you could play up to 5, however you want to do it. It looks like an absolute blast, guys. So definitely gonna be playing this game in the future, especially with these fantastic figures. I mean, how could you not? I mean, geez, this alone is worth the admission price. I mean, like, well, I mean, everything else feels like a bonus, you know what I mean? And then, oh, I didn't show you, but, they also give you, like, various dice and then, like action counters or damage counters. So, yeah, very complete set. Just it looks like an absolute blast. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this board game. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I think they did a phenomenal job. You know, if an anime can't bring Berserk back to life, at least a board game can. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.